This all started when me and my best friend Cora were put in a summer camp when we were 13. Me and Cora had been best friends since birth, as our mothers were both best friends from high school. Whilst me and Cora had been attending that summer camp, we had both become really good friends with two boys who were in our cabin at that time. They were twins, and their names were Nathan and Joshua. There was another girl in our cabin, as the cabins were very spacious and had a lot of room. Her name was Ellie. No one really talked to her, and we never really paid that much attention to her for quite a while. But as time went on, we sort of figured that we were going to be stuck together and that we might as well had tried to make an effort on getting along with her. We really regretted becoming her friend that night. We were both 15 now, and we had been friends with Ellie for a good 2 years, and she'd always come over to Cora's place, as the twins were always there too. By the time summer camp was over, we started a little group that had me, Cora, the twins, and Ellie in it. We all started to notice that Ellie would always try to be extra friendly with Nathan, and this really annoyed Cora, as she also liked Nathan. I never really paid much attention to this, however, as I thought Ellie was just trying to be a nice friend to the twins. Over time, Ellie had formed an obsession over Nathan, and we all tried to avoid her. We had all started attending the same college and had graduated together, but we lost contact with Ellie as she was accepted into a different college. Fast forward 2 years after we had graduated and we had all moved in together. Me and Joshua had become a couple, and so did Cora and Nathan. One night, however, we were all watching a movie when my phone had randomly buzzed. I turned my phone on and had seen that Ellie had messaged not just me, but also Cora in a group chat on Snapchat we had made years back. She said that she was in our town and wanted to meet up. However, as Cora and Nathan's wedding was coming up, we found it difficult to arrange and find the time to see her. I know I probably shouldn't say this, but me and Cora didn't want to see Ellie again. But we figured that it'd be nice to see her again. We met up in a cafe and had a talk. It was going well until the boys showed up. Ellie saw Nathan and flew out of her chair and hugged him. Nathan, however, found this really scary, and I never understood why. We decided to leave early as it had gotten dark by the time we were leaving, and Ellie had told us that her boyfriend had kicked her out. So, as I felt bad, I let her stay the night at ours in the guest bedroom. Cora and the boys visually hated this idea. We woke up that morning to a very heavy breakfast prepared for us in the kitchen. Ellie had told us that her boyfriend had wanted her back, and as a sign of gratitude, she made breakfast for us. She said she had to leave for work, and she left. There was a weird stench flowing through the house ever since Ellie had arrived, and it got worse whenever I passed her room. We decided to check it out and found the most horrifying things in the closet connected to the guest bedroom. Bloody knives were laid out on the desk in the room, and on the walls were photos of us with X's marked on mine and Cora's faces. Ellie had been stalking us. We called the police, and Ellie had been arrested for raping men in their hotel rooms and for attempted murder. I had been messaged before by a girl we used to know from camp. Her name was Jenny, and she claimed that Ellie used to be in Jenny's cabin with her older brother. Ellie had tried to not only kiss, but sleep with Jenny's older brother, which then caused her to be moved to our cabin. We had had someone break in a while before we met Ellie again, which we then found out was all her doing.